All right, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this very late start edition of the G1 Game Days podcast, where, of course, nothing ever works the first time. I'm your host, Ari Chase, along with Short Buzz Eric.
Me.
And a red robe, who's apparently this anime gif of him petting a cat.
I'm petting a kitty.
Yep.
I like kitty.
Figured I'd use that from the last time you were on, because I couldn't figure out how to get it off Twitter for some strange reason. Twitter doesn't allow you to just right-click and download GIFs. It's so stupid. But, anyways, how are we tonight?
Oh, we're good.
Can't
So,
complain.
just discussing inappropriate words that we're going to teach our child, but yeah.
Yeah, right before we started, Rope's just like, oh, hang on, I gotta go tinkle.
Yeah.
And Eric's just like, what are you, fucking 5? It's
I
like,
got
Well,
kids in the house.
Right?
So it's appropriate to say something like that because I don't want my kids going to school, going up to their teacher and saying, "Hey, teach, can I go to the bathroom? I gotta go take a piss."
well, I don't think they throw the piss part in there. If teachers are going to be anything like my math teacher, if you say, can I go to the washroom? He'll go, I don't know, can you? He won't let you go unless you say, may I use the washroom?
Right. I'm pretty sure, I'm okay with, hey, take a piss. Okay. Take a piss.
I'm just waiting for mini bus to just like hear you say that enough times, and he'll just be going around going piss,
Piss.
piss, piss. You're not supposed to say piss, son. Uh oh.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Right, and then I get the phone call, and there it is.
Your son's going around here saying piss. I was like, oh, he doesn't get it from me. You gotta have that talk.
You're right. Son, there's a time and a place. School is not a time or the...
Yeah. When you're at home, I don't care what you say. When you're out in public, yeah, watch your fucking mouth.
Right.
Oh, man. All right, well, let's get into this, because we are running a little late, but how was your guys' week? Eric, I'll start with you.
Not bad. Got some work in, got some games in. Minibus is minibus. He's becoming more and more independent. Shit.
So I remember the Saturday when we were all playing Apex or just shooting the shit. Like you turn it was during splits. It was either Saturday or Sunday. One of these, you turn the green screen off your camera and you're just like, look at this.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's like,
the path of destruction.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there all innocent like this, and you're just like, can you say hi? And he goes, hi.
Hi.
I love it. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's just. He's very, very much becoming more and more independent.
His own little person.
Yeah.
He's definitely starting to develop his personality. I guess is the official word for
all right. So
so
So what have you been streaming? I mean, I've already mentioned like over the weekend we were playing Apex Legends and Split Second on Sunday.
right. So the big ones, as always, were Elite Dangerous is still always in the mix. The newest one has been Anthem.
Cool. Okay, I need your hot
Yeah,
take
but-
on this because
No. You see, you should stop mentioning Anthem. Stop playing Anthem because everybody on the internet says it's bad.
that's
yeah.
why I need your hot take on this because I'm getting, people are complaining about the load times, how it's, Sonic 06 levels of load times.
No, no, not even close.
And now, granted, that was the PC version that they were talking about. The Anthem on
Right.
PC apparently is a trash fire. But how's it been on the Xbox One? Like I saw you playing a little bit earlier today, but
I have not had any problem.
Nope.
Yes, there are times. There are load times. Nothing to the extent of Sonic 06. I mean, anyone who says Sonic 06 levels, I don't know what they're playing. We are not playing the same game. They're saying Sonic 06. Like really the biggest issue that I have is And then I got to remember it's a BioWare. Is that so much talking in between missions,
Yep.
so much dialogue, and I'm like,
Got to go around and just talk to everybody.
yeah. So like,
And
you have to
not,
talk to.
not all the conversations are important conversations either.
No,
So
but
there's that.
well, they are to the extent because there is an allegiance system.
Yeah.
Um, so you could there are some that you can choose to ignore, but you're not going to get the points toward your allegiances for the faction. But I'm really like, do I totally get where people are like, oh, it's Destiny 3. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah. I get it as well. I can see that they're.
I can see the parallel.
Yeah.
So it's along the lines of like what Destiny was. It's like an MMO type where you go here, you get a quest, you go out and do it, you come back, you get loot.
Right.
Probably in that process, you'll get loot yourself.
Yeah.
Yep. You go
exactly.
On missions,
so, but now what is nice is the loot is scaled to your group. So, for instance, I had Shiro with me earlier today, who is significantly higher than I am.
Okay.
Significant. We ended up doing one of the strongholds, which is the equivalent of one of the raids, and I was getting loot. Yeah, the high end loot that I was getting was geared toward my level. He was also getting high tier loot geared toward his level. So you don't have that, hey, if I got someone who's helping me who's significantly more powerful than they're getting shafted because of whatever, because they're not getting the high tier stuff. So they're still reaping the benefit. Which I think is a very cool thing.
I agree.
Huh.
It also gives you incentive to just like play with others and go into matchmaking other than people being jerks in matchmaking and doing shit like running ahead or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
because you benefit from it playing with others.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I mean, everything that I've played through so far, and I probably want to say probably 2/3 of the way through the story.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying.
I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic about it because, like, my wife and I bought Mass Effect Andromeda day one and severely disappointed with it.
Right.
And it's not because of the bugs and the glitches, because apparently, by the time we got around to actually installing and playing the game, those had already been patched out. So we never got the Sarah Ryder face and shit like that. We never got that. It's just the fact that the game was just so boring.
Yeah, no, thankfully, the writing in this is significantly better.
Oh yeah, some of the cutscenes and the character interactions
are hilarious.
Yeah,
they really are. They really did a good job. Yeah, they really did a good job putting together a decent dialogue, a decent story. Again, really the worst part of it is the fact that there's just so much, like we're used to Destiny, talk to, the characters like, all right, here's where we're at. All right, cool, go out. This is, the dialogue just kind of drags on, but again, some of the interaction really. So.
Yeah, and hell, speaking of what you talked about, Johnny, with Mass Effect and how this is from BioWare, and how people are just breaking this game over barbed wire hot coals. They have. It's
they really have.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because of what happened with Mass Effect Andromeda. The next BioWare game is Anthem. It's a competent game, but it's not for everybody. People like myself, Eric, we are enjoying it, getting a good amount of enjoyment and stuff out of it. This makes me fear for, whatever the fuck next game Bethesda puts out because of Fallout 76.
Mm-hmm.
Because Andromeda wasn't that great. So therefore, the next game, Anthem, look what the fuck they're doing to it. It's like, holy shit. So
everyone's ripping apart, but I think I think it's it's a follow up from dealing with Andromeda, which was a lackluster. And I think people are still kind of reeling from that. And of course, there's the obvious Destiny parallels, but
exactly.
I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying it. I think they've done a really good job, so I'll be excited to see what the DLCs hold.
Yeah, what they see on that.
Which actually, I guess, glad it actually had the quote unquote roadmap hold up. So, and they got a lot of stuff planned.
The the Anthem one or the 76?
Anthem.
Okay. Because guess what? We don't have to reset the clock this week. No major issues with Fallout 76. It lingered on for a full week with no problems, apparently.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good.
Yeah. There's still like speculations of people going out saying like, oh yeah, if you get this, you'll get the game for free. Well, I mean, like, you can't get any lower than that Swedish company that was like, hey, buy these extra thumbsticks, these Control Freak thumbsticks, or whatever brand they are, and get the game for free. So I'm getting a free game for $5, apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the guy from Myrtle Beach. Hold on. Apparently, I got to check out this guy from Myrtle Beach who's singing on the voice.
Oh, yeah, you've got, Mystery Voice, or...
Oh, no, that's the Masked Singer. No, this is, like, The Voice.
Oh.
Wow.
American Idol 2.0.
Yeah, pretty much. And Adam, anyway. So moving on, sorry, that distraction's over.
The roadmap, the sad thing is, with all the bad talk, unless you're already invested in the game, and no matter how much better it gets, nobody's going to care.
Yeah, no, it's but anyway, yeah. From what I've been playing, especially like Shiro and I have been having a lot of fun with it. We had Shiro and I giggling like a bunch of freaking schoolgirls at one point playing this. I mean, it is a very enjoyable game.
Yes, it is.
So I think so at this point, everything that I've seen for people bitching about it is just nitpick.
Yep.
Is really what it is. It's just people are nitpicking.
Nitpicking.
Yep.
The holy hell out of it.
Yeah. So yes, there are times where the load screens are longer than what we are used to in this day and age of video game. Yeah.
Exactly.
But they're not intolerable. They're not intolerable, and they don't make the game unplayable. Sonic 06.
Exactly.
Right. So, like I said, I'll probably keep my eye on it a little bit there, but it's just like I've got so much to play right now that I won't have time to commit to something completely new like that. Yeah.
And also, there's the fact that it's an EA game, which makes it a nice, big, easy time.
Like, hey, EA's all good now that they brought Apex Legends out, right?
No, they got Anthem came out after, so that it's all null and void.
We're back to square one, apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we had that. You had that, and then of course, we did play it on. We played Apex over the weekend, and Split Second on Sunday. Split Second's always a good time.
Yeah, Split Second, we had a good time with it. Yeah.
Yeah, full lobby. For
almost.
For Sunday, not a game day.
Yeah, for a non-game day, almost a full lobby. Yeah, no, we had a good time. And it's a fun game. It brings in another one of those games that just brings the laughs.
Yes, it does.
Anything else do you do on your week that you want to share?
Not really. I mean, nothing more than normal.
All right. Well, Mr. Red Rope, how was your week?
Oh, come on. Y'all know what the fuck happened in my week. Some of you were there. The main thing that
I
happened.
don't follow.
Really? You don't know what happened this past week?
Oh yeah, it's G1 Royal Rumble, and
Yeah.
I'm coming through your mic.
I'm sorry. I don't. Okay. But yeah, the big thing was obviously the G1 Royal Rumble. I had the other shows to go with it that led up to it. Hopefully, it was a nice, big, exciting, suspenseful, surprising show for everybody. I did lots of cool giveaways, which actually one of them apparently arrived to Mushi today. She got her title towel that she won, the G1 championship title towel.
I admit that is a cool piece of merchandise.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to try and make them again because we got new titles coming, and hopefully, But anyway, there's that, and of course, this coming week we've got the Fallout. But I unfortunately did realize something bad when I set out the roadmap for the next two pay-per-views, because there's two coming pay-per-views: the G1 Showdown and SGC. Originally, how I designed things was to have the biggest SGC pay-per-view, the biggest pay-per-view, the final pay-per-view, as the same time as another big wrestling pay-per-view, WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe that same week or weekend, or unfortunately, because of various happenstances, I'm 2 weeks off. WrestleMania will happen and then SGC. So unless I skip forward 2 weeks somewhere, they won't be anywhere near each other, which, I got to make a hard decision there. But yeah,
0 out of 10 fail.
I know it sucks, but that's something I got to think about what I'm going to do. Just let WrestleMania go or whatever. But yeah, the big thing with the Royal Rumble was all the new and surprise entrants. You saw a bunch of new G1s like Obsidian, Fanboy Brian. Tech Decker is there, who won the Royal Rumble, who's going to be headlining that final pay-per-view, which is exciting. And yeah, that's been my week and part of my weekend, deciding what I'm going to have to try and do and come up with leading up to the freaking next pay-per-view. And I might, to make things really exciting, might have to give a G1 something that he's wanted for a while up at a pay-per-view. It's just, am I willing to do it?
Do it.
But yeah, that's what's been up with my week. And as well, playing Anthem and doing other stuff, and just being absolutely
Absolutely.
I guess I am
absolutely awesome.
No, I am getting tired of all of these hot takes for stuff like Anthem, Crackdown, all this type of stuff. I don't know what it is, because here recently, some of you may know Angry Joe put out his review of Anthem, and it's almost 60 minutes of him just ripping that game to shreds. And it's like,
unfoundedly at that. I mean, it was...
Yeah, it's like, wow, just wow. And it's like we're having a hot take overload with every single thing and game and news that comes out. and it's like burnout, I guess you could say.
I knew burnout. I mean, I've let several people on this group know my feelings about Angry Joe. I don't even watch the thing. I saw that it was 51 minutes, and I was like, you know what? No. Like, and like, I'm not gonna do an impression because my impression of him just comes off a little borderline. So there's just been complaining, and I just don't even listen to it, and I'm still coming through your speakers apparently. Rope. There's a bit of echo. Rope?
Yeah, what?
Oh, okay. We thought you died. We thought you died. All right.
Did you die?
Nope, I just put it on push to talk. So now, unless I push this button, nothing will come through my headphone.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll go on with my week. So I ended up going back to Link's Awakening DX on Game Boy Color. I have found it in my old age. I have greatly underestimated.
Hey, did you know there's Goombas in that game? What the fuck's up with that, Johnny?
What about that chain chomp?
I know, right? Like, hey, do you ever wonder why it's in there? It's because it's in the original. What's gonna happen when you get to that dungeon and then, oh my god, there's Kirby, or there's Piranha Plants?
That one dude that looks like Mickey Mouse is in there.
Is it what?
There's a guy, I swear. Well, to me, he always looked like Mickey Mouse. It looks like he has ears on his head. He looks like a mouse. I mean, I'm probably looking at the sprite wrong. So yeah.
And then there's the Skull Kid looking character from Eagle Tower, who, when I got there, someone that no one knew in the chat was just like, Sans Undertale? Just like, oh god, don't give MatPat any ideas.
Right.
He's just like, I get to milk Undertale some more. That's my MatPat. But Link's Awakening still as good as I remembered it. It's just not as short as I remembered it, because I was just like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, I only got this last bit of the dungeon. I should have this done in an hour. 2 hours later, I'm just like, I still can't beat the Shadow Boss. Like, what the fuck? And there's like tons of stuff I forgot where like there's like a dog in like a hidden cave that's like, oh, I'll trade whatever's in your B slot for a boomerang, and you can always get this back if you're sick of the boomerang. Because I was trying to figure out how to beat the last boss easier, because I'm like shooting arrows at it and like this isn't working. And I read an FAQ, was like, oh, just throw the boomerang at it once. I'm like, oh, okay. Of course, they were complete lies. You have to throw it at least like 5 or 6 times before you hit it right. But it's as good as I remembered it. Can't wait for it to. Can't wait for the Switch version. I'm hoping it's not an 80 like that. Unless they put a whole whack of new content in that thing, that's not an $80 game. Like 30, probably tops. Anything more than that, I think, is going to be way too much.
It's Nintendo. It's going to be full price. You know it.
That means I'm going to have to pay $90 for it here after taxes.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly. Because it's Nintendo. That's what they do, man.
Yeah. So did that. In between that, I've been playing a little bit of Tetris 99 here and there. Got a top 2 finish the other night, which apparently
nice.
someone, G1 Jetman, was so kind of pointing out. It's just like, oh my god, you were playing against a YouTuber. It's J-Wits, or I guess he's like a Pokemon YouTuber. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't know. I was it's like, because when you're finishing that, you're like not even paying attention to the names. You're just like, oh,
No.
a second. I'm like, all right. Then whole day, one more match. Let's go again. And then I've been playing a lot more Apex. That game's fun.
Yeah, how's that golden horseshoe up here, by the way?
Nice and firm, thank you. It's because last night during the Halo 5 game day, I was like on the website trying to figure out how to redeem the Twitch Prime thing. So if you guys have Twitch Prime, you can click the crown in Twitch to redeem for an exclusive skin for Pathfinder, and you get 5 loot crates.
Yeah, he can be purple.
Yeah.
So, Wolf, there you go.
Yeah.
You like purple.
Get Twitch Brian, get that.
Exactly.
And then while you guys were playing, it was playing, I think it was Crossy Roads, and I jumped out of that because fuck that mode. I hate that map. I hate Crossy Roads in Halo 5. It's I don't think anyone here has ever finished it.
No.
We might as well make that a second. We might as well make that a second podcast.
Well, kind of was.
Yeah. But yeah, like once I dropped out, I figured all that stuff, and I opened it up, and I pulled 3 legendaries and 5 loot crates.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I got 1. And it was a skin for a character I don't even fucking like to use. That's some bullshit, man.
Right? I want to say the last legendary I got in that game was for a fucking Mozambique.
Mozambique.
You know, I actually checked. I have that fucking skin as well. I didn't even realize it until I looked at that stupid gun. I was like, oh, look at that. I got that as well.
Oh, God. Yeah. So, actually, earlier today, I was, like, right bored there, so I opened up. I got a second place with a bunch of randos, which I revived them, being team player, but as soon as I died, did anyone come back and try to recover me? No. But then, the last match I played, I had Pathfinder, because someone took my main. But I actually did pretty well with Pathfinder. And I found out I'm not very shitty with the sniper rifle, so I might actually give that a go. We actually won. We did really well, and it was like that's what I like about the ping system, because like after that match I had, I'm like, I don't want to talk to another human being again unless they're friends like you guys. We're pinging like crazy. It's like, oh, this guy over there, this guy over there. Hey, let's head over here. Oh, here's an item. Oh, take this. I was like, great. No human communication whatsoever, and it was awesome. So it's like my first victory in that. I kind of want to go through every BR game and get at least one victory, and then never play it again. I'm gonna play more Apex, but like Fortnite, we got a victory like 2 weeks into playing it, so I'm content never playing that again. I've never played Realm Royale, so I have no idea what that's about. PUBG, never touched. Probably will never touch, but to say that if I can...
You're going to go for victories, you're going to have to.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, I guess. But we'll see. But yeah, that was
also, you could rub it in Tom's face as well. If you get a victory before him.
Yeah. I don't even remember the last time he's played that.
Me either, I don't remember.
Yeah, because he used to do that on Saturdays, but yeah, that's basically been my week. It's just getting through Link's Awakening. I'm probably gonna start up 2K19 WWE and do the Daniel Bryan showcase and the story mode in that, because people have been bugging me to check that out. And I haven't played a story mode in WWE in like, let's see, 2 or 3 years. Last 2 iterations, I have not touched career mode or anything like that.
You know what? I will say this: the career mode this time around is more enjoyable.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing.
Yep. I mean, if freaking Minnie Makoto can get it and likes it, and I like it, and some other people who have bought it, they don't say it's awful. Give it a try.
I think so. I'm gonna start that up probably tomorrow night, I think. But since we don't have a whole lot to talk about in the news, I just want to go quickly memories of this past week. So, unfortunately, I can't say much about late Monday night, early Tuesday morning Ultra Street Fighter 4 with Garfield, because none of us are up at 4 in the morning Eastern time. So, I'm guessing it went well.
Yeah, well, I know, like, if you watch back, if you ever got time, he gets some people to show up. You know, I mean, it's a weird time zone for us, but for him, it's prime time. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
so he gets some unique people there, as well as people that have to get up really, really, really early, like Woody, because of his job. He pops in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Tuesday we had Uno. I heard you guys had like 2 long games and then Jimbo's router crapped out or something.
No, we had like one really, really, really long game with me, Dumpster, Claire, and Jimbo. That match lasted for about an hour. And then after that, like they were regular games, and eventually Jimbo's internet decided to crap the bed on him.
Yeah. Wednesday was our big Star Wars Battlefront 2 RT community event, which, despite that last game and us getting super salty, I had a good time.
Yeah, that was
Like
good.
the first couple
I mean,
games we played
Eric
were good.
over there, he had to leave because he was overflowing.
I totally get why.
Yeah,
I
that
came close.
fucking
I came close to breaking my control.
yeah. That guy who was Boba Fett was just he made the game unenjoyable. He really did, because he would just fly around blowing everybody up every which way. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, that's kind of the problem that Battlefront 2 has, is because they match you up with people that have all the cards, like all the good, like purple rare cards. So they're all
Yep.
souped up. They don't have like something for beginners. Like, they really should have a separate section for people that just got the game, because there are some people that may have just bought it that week when it was like $6,
yep,
Right.
like us.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the actual freaking amazing use of the party system that kept us all together for the majority was kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was kind of scared because I was like, wait, how's this going to work? When are we going to have all of us if it's our only limit? But there wasn't really a limit I saw.
No, I mean, we got up to like 13, 14 people in a party. I thought it would be capped at 8
Yeah.
at most, but no, it just kept going up, and we had a good time. All the people in there. I mean, it's except for like what you mentioned, Johnny. That game is a good fucking game, regardless of people's prejudice and stuff that happened in the past. It's a good game now, which
Yeah.
is why people don't talk about it.
Yeah. Until it goes on sale.
Exactly, until it goes on sale.
Yeah. Friday we had Smite on Xbox One with Claire, which I think the Switch version is available now. And does that not have crossplay?
I think it does, or some sort of.
I don't think it.
It doesn't. I thought they had some sort of.
I know they do for the PC.
They had some sort of like account. So I don't know. I'm
Right.
unsure.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go grab my Switch real quick while we talk, and
You'll look.
Alright.
Okay.
we'll look. Give me a minute.
All right. So Saturday, I did Smash Ultimate, which is always a good time. It's been the
Yep.
first time we touched that since launch, and first time with Piranha Plant. I never used Piranha Plant that night. I just stuck with my mains. But I'm kind of thinking that it's gonna be at least another month before I do it again. Because I actually have to talk to you guys. Not my next Saturday, but the next Saturday up. Millie and I are gonna be out of town, so I need someone to cover for me. But the next time I do Smash, I actually want to do one of two things. I probably will leave it up to a vote: bringing back Wheel Smash, or doing an actual tournament, so that we can have people in a room. Have everyone in the stands, 1v1. We'll actually be competitive for once. And then once the tournament's done, we'll just, make a new room where it's all for funsies again, items on, all that bullshit.
Right.
And then go from there. So, think of that in probably about a month's time that we'll get that going. But then, actually, no, Joker's not coming out until April. So I thought, well, maybe we could do when Joker comes out. But no, he's not coming out until April. And then last night we had Halo 5, which was tons of fun, as always. All the game types. Wolf was actually able to find that Battle Royale map that they made. That's fun. That was fun. I mean, they launch you in. You only got one bullet in your pistol, and you got to pick up weapons, and it was battle royale.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was glancing over because I was watching something with the wife. How do I need free space? Okay. Yeah. Archive that.
Loading in,
Interesting.
downloading Smite.
Yeah. So.
Alright.
So we'll have an update on cross-platform thing shortly.
Yeah. No, it was a good week for game days, and we've got another good week coming up. But right now, it is time to switch over and transition into the news.
Beep boop 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 boop. Bah.
Sorry. Okay, so we have a sound clip for the news, mixed up by Fat Man and Jimbo Socks.
Oh, you actually did it, son of a bitch!
Right, I didn't hear it.
So there's
Right.
no, you guys you'll have to go back to the podcast, so or when it uploads. So about a half hour in, I'll timestamp it, or someone can clip it. Basically, I merged Fat Man's tune that he made and Jimbo singing the song. It's so
Wow.
okay, it's time for the news. So, I mean, here's the big one. Reggie Fils-Aimé is retiring from Nintendo of America, and the appropriately named Doug Bowser is taking over.
And Tom, Tom's pillow is now permanently soaked in the tears.
Lord, like, he needs to be put on suicide watch if Major Nelson ever leaves Xbox.
Right.
Yep.
But, I mean, Reggie Fils-Aimé meant a lot to a lot of gamers. I mean, he was the face of the American division of Nintendo.
For a long time.
Maker of many memes.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Yep. And once people realized Doug Bowser was taking over, people went on a meme spree with that.
Yeah. I know. I saw one that was the old cartoon that we grew up with, Doug. Doug's head on Bowser's body.
Or depending on which version you watched, because it was Nick and it was Disney.
Yeah, when they moved it over to regular TV on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, no, I had I had the first theme. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't cry. I don't cry when people leave.
Right.
I mean, it sucks because he's a very good public figure of a major corporation and a major company. He was the one person you can count on to be in those E3 directs or at E3, hyping up, new stuff,
Right.
This means that the streak of him appearing at Game Awards is broken. He'll probably show up because Keighley will beg and plead. He's just like, but Kojima wasn't there last year, and you're my last holdout. Please show up, please.
Please.
We need Craig to come back as Jeff Keighley. Put on that wig and just be like, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Yeah, no, he'll be moving on in April. Doug Bowser will be taking over, and I mean, he gets it. Doug gets the memes. This means that the Bowsette meme has been resurrected.
Oh,
everyone's putting the P-Jet crown on him. Cosplayers get to sewing. That's pretty much all we can say.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, we're looking at really we're looking at a guy who's been doing this for how long? Doing this for.
He joined him in 2003 as executive vice president of sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Named him president and chief operating officer in 2006. So he's been the president of Nintendo for 13 years.
Right. So, Reggie, come back. You can blame it all on me. Sorry.
All right. So next story. This and thankfully, Rob, you found this here because it's like I said, it's been a slow news week, at least for anything else we were trying to find here. So with the new partnerships, if you will, with Microsoft and Nintendo, with them bringing possibly Xbox Live to the Switch, there are now rumors saying that they could possibly bring Xbox Game Pass to the platform, and a lot of us are scratching his head and saying how.
Yeah,
but the possibility would be is like what PlayStation Now does, streaming service.
Yeah. Right.
Well, if you technically want to get really weird and specific, Xbox Live is already on the Switch via Minecraft. So there's that, but this is a whole other big fucking deal.
So from what I was reading, the way they're thinking it's going to work is that you download. Yeah, it's going to be more playing, streaming the game versus actually downloading the game, like what Game Pass is now on Xbox.
Yeah.
So it'd be like you download, like a small portion of the game.
Yep.
And they said, and they were like, like maybe 45 meg worth of the game.
That's
that's
pretty small.
For like the big games that like say couldn't really run on the Switch, like Crackdown 3 or Halo 5,
right?
Play on the Switch. But like there are bunches and bunches of indie games that are on Game Pass for free that could easily be downloaded, played. Nothing. So,
but again, in order to facilitate, that again, the way I was reading it was that it was going to be more of a streaming service as opposed to what it is now with the downloading,
right?
Downloading the full game.
Because if you could stream something like Killer Instinct and have it look as good as it looks like on a regular Xbox One, but you couldn't download it, but you'd be streaming it. And it would look good still, and that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't matter if it's like the indie games that are like 2D sprite based. Like, just download the Gigabyte game.
Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of the indie games that are on Xbox One and PS4 are on the Switch. Like you go into the store, it's a sea of indies and maybe a few AAAs here and there, and like the Nintendo games. Like it's hard pressed to try to find any AAA game in the sea of stuff that, and unfortunately with the Switch I found that there's no Nintendo Seal quality anymore. Like I found this one game called Vertical Strike, which it looked like Ace Combat. I mean, a lower res Ace Combat, but I was like, oh, cool. A little jet fighting game. This game looks like it was made on mobile and just dropped in. Like Times New Roman menus.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
It was the worst. It was the worst dollar I ever spent.
I mean, it's ripe for something like that. I mean, mobile games could be put on there very, very easily and quickly.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that would be pretty cool, and that would open up a lot of people to maybe play more game days with us. Like, maybe some people who have a Switch and don't necessarily have an Xbox. Like people like Mario Miyamoto, who is Nintendo loyalist #1. If he had Game Pass, he could more than likely jump in with us on Halo 5 and probably serve our asses on that. It'd be like, ooh, who knew? Henry's good at Halo.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see on that. When we're talking about Killer Instinct, though, it's like that's the thing too, is that like if it's streaming, like you're gonna have to have a really powerful internet connection.
I know,
especially for fighting games.
And that was something that was of a concern, was that you are going to be at the mercy of your internet.
Yep. But still, the ability to do that is mind-blowing on a Nintendo console that you got freaking Microsoft games being played on it. First off,
right,
is the big deal. And then you got Sony over there I'm like, I don't know. I'm taking my
I
ball,
was like,
go
well,
home.
we gave you guys Fortnite and Rocket League. It's like, oh, what about Minecraft? It's like, oh, wait, no, wait, Blaze is on there anyway. I've never heard of a person like, oh, yeah, I'm the #1 PS4 Minecraft streamer.
Right. No,
It's
yeah.
PC, Xbox, and then in a
Yeah.
distant third Switch.
Yeah, I mean,
Hell, I bet you the Wii U version still gets more play than that does.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, that's like, same thing. You never hear, something close, close to my heart, Elite Dangerous. The question I always get when people come in, when I get new people coming in, it's like, you on PC or an Xbox? No one even bothers to mention the PlayStation.
No.
Yep.
Now, I
True.
know people. I know people who play it on the PlayStation. They have an account on PlayStation, but it's just like, PC or Xbox? Xbox. Like, and I'm always gonna be like, hey, why didn't you ask about PlayStation? And of course, everyone's like, no one plays it. And they're not wrong. Like, I looked at the numbers, and the numbers on PlayStation are a joke. Comparatively.
So a lot of people are saying like they could port some of the exclusive indie titles that Xbox has, like Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead. I mean, that would be pretty cool to play Cuphead on the go.
Yep.
I play Cuphead, absolutely. It's actually one of the games on my list of I want to play. So, if I can play that on my Switch, yeehaw.
Yeah. All right, so moving on. I'm going to lump in the other one that I kind of tweeted out to Jimbo in this story, but I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently Resident Evil 0, 1, and 4 are going to be ported to the Switch. So, like ports are still coming in for this thing. It's crazy. And I'm also throwing this in here, too. This was announced today, too. THQ Nordic is saying that... I don't even have the license anymore. What am I thinking? It's Deep Silver. Deep Silver and Volition are going to port Saints Row the Third, the full package edition, to the Switch.
Nice.
Yeah, and Jimbo and I have been playing that on Sundays for my sub Sundays, which has been a ton of fun. Like going back and playing that game. Like obviously the graphics have not aged well, but I mean it's a stupid game to put in and play. And just run around with your buddy and just beat people up and just be ridiculous. Like when we first started off, we made ourselves wrestlers. So I made myself Macho Man Randy Savage, and he was Nia Jax. And then we left it up to the community. We're like, all right, who should we be now? And someone said, be streamers. I'm like, oh my god. So we went and I made myself Dr. Disrespect. and he made his character Brittany Venti. She's like, who's Brittany Venti? I'm like, all right, she hasn't been relevant in a while, but go look her up. It is scary how close I got Dr. Disrespect.
Well, I mean, it's not really hard. Mullet and a giant porn stash.
Oh, and don't forget your Astro headsets. What was funny, after I tweeted out that's what we were doing, my Twitter was like, here's some channels here's some people you should follow. Control Freak for those add-ons to your controller, and Astro for gaming headsets. They're like, how did it know?
Right.
But they didn't give a release. I don't think they gave a release date for Saints Row 3, but May 21st is when RE0, 1, and 4 are going to be coming to the Switch, and they are going to be the HD versions that came out on the 360 and the PS3, respectively, a couple years back. Obviously, can't do the Xbox One versions because, I mean, there wasn't really that much of an upgrade from 360 to the One, except for maybe an up in frame rate.
Well, I mean, I'd say pass because I've never been Resident Evil, so.
I mean, it's cool that they're porting it. I mean,
absolutely.
I own all the games anyway, and I think a few of them are on Game Pass. Oh no, wait, no, they took RE1 and 0 off Game Pass, and they're taking Revelations 2 off Game Pass this month. I mean, there are so many ways to play Resident Evil, so I mean, like this is just another way you can go take it on the go. Play all 3 masterpieces anywhere. Say it's on trains, during mansion tours, across the European countryside. Oh, wait, those are the settings for the games. I just realized that.
I get it.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, so all these games, like RE0 and 1 came out in 2002. on the GameCube. That's 4 generations ago.
Yep, and I remember getting them and being like awestruck. We're like, "Oh my god, it looks so good!"
Oh my god, look at the Griffey. Actually, I'll tell you what. If you want to port something to the Switch and make me happy, port Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia. It was one of my favorite GameCube RPGs. So it was a JRPG on the game. I'm sorry, no, it originally debuted on the
Dreamcast, yeah.
And then they got the it wasn't an HD port, but it was the extended edition on the GameCube, and it was freaking amazing.
Yeah, I always wanted to try Skies of Arcadia.
So, want to remake? Hey, there's a thought. You want to remake a game? Remake that. Moving on.
Yeah. All right. Well, just quick little news there that they're porting games. They're still porting games. Games will always be ported.
Right.
Maybe just not the ones that you want. And final news story. So apparently, all these years back, Randy Pitchford almost took your Halo money. Apparently, a Borderlands developer was considered for Halo 4. There's an interview with IGN and the Bonnie Ross, head of 343 Studios, saying that Gearbox Software, creator of Borderlands and Aliens Colonial Marines, almost got the license for Halo and almost made Halo 4. This is scary because you saw what happened with the Aliens Colonial Marines. And
That's true.
How Randy Pitchford lied to you. He took your money.
Yeah.
And made Borderlands 2 with it.
Yep. But you also have to think, though, they would have had Microsoft on his ass.
True.
So, I don't know. I mean, it could have. Yeah, it probably could have been really sketchy and not that great. I mean, heck, a lot of people already don't like Halo 4 for being so different from the other Halos as it is, but
Or actually being a sequel.
How could you?
Right.
Who oh yeah, but specifically Craig, who's just like, why are we finishing the fight again? We just fought it. Why do we have 3 more games? Why not? They make money.
Exactly. There's still stories to be told. I mean, Halo
except
3 was
except for Halo 5, I blitzed through the story in one night and never touched it again. I don't even remember what happened.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I remember that the advertisement lied, and it's like, oh, you gotta be locked because Master Chief's gone AWOL, and they shared like 2 seconds of screen time, then they're like, oh, we gotta be buddy-buddy because Cortana beat crazy.
Yeah, 2 seconds of screen time, and be fair, it was 10 seconds of screen time. They beat the shit out of each other. And then they run off, they meet back up, I'm like, all right, we're friends now. Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Yes, we did.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yep.
Yep.
If that had happened, and can you imagine a Halo game made on a Gearbox engine?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like the Gearbox engine. That at the time, Borderlands 2 was probably one of my favorite games. Yeah. It still kind of holds up, with the Handsome Jack collection, but
the first one,
no.
Remember we played that whole thing?
Yes, we did. I remember we said, "Hey, let's complete every side quest."
No,
we made it to the point. No, we're done. We're done. Fucking kill this thing and go on.
I should have had a clip of Ashley Birch from that sketch from Hey Ash What You Playing when she was at Gearbox because Anthony got hired on to write the second game. And they did a thing where Randy Pitchford showed up and she runs up to him and goes, "The ending the Borderlands sucked!" And then punched him in the dick. Looked at the camera. "You're welcome, Internet."
Right. So, the same thing happened with me and Ham Nuggets, when we were going through 2, we finally were like, you know what, fuck this. Let's just beat them. Went in, we beat it, we killed Hamson Jack. I'm like, hey, we're done. Cool. What do we play now? I don't know. Let's turn Elite Dangerous on, see what's happening in the universe.
And never turn back.
Nope. And hell, we still got the pre-sequel going, to go through.
Yeah, I've never played the pre-sequel.
Neither have I. So,
and I think I own it. I have the Handsome Collection, but I think I have it because it went. Didn't it go Games for Gold at one point?
Maybe.
Must have.
Probably it did.
I
don't know. I got the Jack.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Halo Infinite's still a thing. We'll hear more of it at E3, I'm guessing. We haven't heard anything from it since E3. Like, they had that teaser. It's like you saw the things going around, and then Master Chief, and it was like, okay, that's it.
That's it. That's all. It's.
See, I have to learn to be less reserved when it comes to E3, because the stuff they show, I know that I'll never get to play for at least 2 years.
Right.
And I won't hear anything about it unless they have like the whole it's out today.
Or it's available after the program is
right.
Like that. Yeah.
Get the new Xbox 360 on us today. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I went to the E3 conference, got a free Xbox.
Yeah, fuck those guys. But yeah, that's cool of them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but fuck those guys. All right. Yeah, pretty slow news week, guys. Sorry.
I mean, the last little thing, and actually, I actually had to go. I'm looking at the numbers right now. Epic Games made a comment, real briefly about, hey, Fortnite isn't slowing down despite Apex Legends' popularity, and the numbers are starting to balance out. Like, I don't know if you've looked at it recently, but
we could take a look.
I got it up right now. So currently, Apex Legends has 195,000 viewers. Fortnite sitting comfortably in second at 136. So it's I think the initial novelty is starting to wear off, so things are starting to bounce back out a little bit. But yeah, it was a statement by Epic Games going, we're not too worried about it. So that being said,
there was a pretty competitive first 3 weeks there.
Right. Then again, you should be, considering you've lost the likes of Shroud, Dr. D and Ninja to it. Exactly. Apex Legends. I mean, you've lost 3 of the biggest VR streamers.
Have they switched back to whatever they were playing before?
No, Shroud's I got Shroud listed right now. Shroud's playing Apex.
Ninja does go back to Fortnite.
Ninja goes back and forth, but that's because Ninja. I have a feeling it's because Ninja probably has a contract.
Yeah, probably
with Epic Games. It would not surprise me if he has. Say, hey, you must play X amount of hours, per week.
Oh,
but Dr. D, I guarantee, well, Dr. D hasn't played. From what I've seen, hasn't played Fortnite probably since Black Ops 4 came out. So
yeah, well, I mean, the man's in a commercial now for it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, did you not see that he's in the newest Call of Duty ad for? They had that. Oh God, what's his name? The guy from Until Dawn. He's from the other Black Ops commercials. Here, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Hang on. Switch back here.
So, and I know we're kind of supposed to be kind of ignoring the chat, but I'm actually gonna, Zero to Hero actually posted something on there. The Apex Legend is the most fun I've had with a battle royale game and all, but game is still a waste of potential. Yes and no. You got to remember, first of all, Respawn and EA fired that thing out with no warning to anyone. None of us knew what we were getting into.
Yep.
With that.
And plus, EA themselves had hardly a hand in what it was going to be to begin.
Yeah. So before you say it's a waste of potential, you got to realize that Respawn Entertainment literally pulled a 180 because everyone thought it was going to be Titanfall 3.
Oh, there he is.
Then they dropped this.
He's like, did you secure the door? Yeah, it was just for a hot second there, but I'll go back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, that's. Oh, I'll have to go take a look. But yeah, so they've already. And it's probably one of my I can never remember this actor's name, but I love always plays my favorite Russian gangster.
Yeah.
What I call him my favorite Russian gangster. I can never remember his name. But
He's
yeah,
in Armageddon.
So, yeah.
It's like
He was in Armageddon. He was in Bad Boys 2. He was in. I mean,
what was his line in that? Just like, oh yeah, American parts, Russian parts, all made in China.
Right? It's like, okay, I be moving you now. I don't want to die on this piece of shit planet. Oh, let's see here. What was I looking at? Actually, believe they actually released a roadmap. Let me double check. I believe Apex Legend. There we go. Roadmap. Battle Pass. Yeah. So season 1, which is what we are currently in right now, for Apex Legends. So I'm looking at the roadmap, right? The roadmap. Yeah. Tentative to change, right? So at the end of March marks the end of what is season 1. Season 2 is going to have supposedly new characters, obviously with new abilities, stuff like that. Season 3 is going to include new weapons. Season 4, new loot. So you know what? They're taking their time with it.
Yeah. Well, you got to. If you throw everything at them at once, it's gonna stagnate, and then people are just gonna drop off. If you say like, oh, this month we're gonna add this stuff. I mean, that's why Fortnite keeps being on top, because every month they're like, oh, hey, we're gonna throw this in the game now. Oh, the Infinity Blade's back. Oh, hey, you can now get a snowboard, do sick tricks.
Right. Yeah. So so it's, I don't call it a waste of potential. I think they're cautiously adding to it as needed.
Yeah.
I mean, they have an idea, and anytime I hear the word roadmap, in my head it's okay. We have ideas. Let's see if we'll see where it takes, because again, I'll use Elite Dangerous as an example. And Rob was right there as, we were, they announced the roadmap for last year.
Yep.
And we're sitting here, Rob and I are like, getting all giggly for a whole bunch of shit that they were supposed to add. And, toward especially the last major update where they were supposed to add, a lot of things that we were really looking forward to. And then like 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, they're like, oh, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we can't do that. Not yet. No.
Yeah, we're not doing it. So, I look at that was really the hard lesson of, I got to look at a roadmap.
Of this is the plan. This is
right. This is more of a broad, more of a set of guidelines than rules. So we'll see what comes of this game. Again, it's I'm enjoying it a lot. Obviously not Fortnite.
Yeah.
Other than the couple of game days that we did, when did you ever see me play Fortnite? But so like the only other one, the only other BR mode that I play is Blackout mode, and I'm not gonna lie, I like Blackout mode on Black Ops, but I'm having a lot more fun with Apex.
Yeah. And if you guys want to see what it's all about, immediately following the podcast, I'll be firing up my stream, and I mean, you guys are welcome to join me as well. Anyone else that wants to come in, we'll rotate out.
That golden, squeaking out that golden horseshoe.
Anyways, let's get on to questions. If you guys have a question you want to ask us, be sure to use hashtag AskYouOnGameDays. There's a flood of them that started coming in when the podcast started, so we'll try to get them through. One of our resident hosts, Mr. Jimbo Sox, asks, what's your favorite game to play for Game Days? Also, opinions on brunch.
Stop making up words, Jimbo.
Brunch isn't a real word. Just like litter is not a real word.
Favorite game to play for Game Days? For hosting, I'm actually been really liking hosting Smash. As far as like playing like with others, probably Halo 5 and GTA. Those are like my ultimate ones because like those are the ones that you can get a whole lot of people in. I kind of like those ones where you can get a whole lot of people in, because you get everyone in on Discord or an Xbox Live party and just shoot the shit.
Yeah, I know. I personally like when we do like, or not just me, but anybody does like some weird off the wall game for a game day, and it ends up being a success. Like what just happened with Farming Simulator. That was great. Or like the last one I can think of that I did was like Daytona. I was like, I'm going to do Daytona. And we got almost a full thing. And, you know, we had a guy driving backwards and we tried to do a 99 lap run and we didn't make it because we're all terrible. You know, it's that type of shit. That's some of the best stuff.
Yeah, I mean, to host Grand Theft Auto, especially the Xbox, because we've definitely noticed the PS4 one's definitely more because we don't have the mayhem of RT Florida, New York, all them in there. Play, I don't know. like really, I like it's hard to pick. I mean, generally by the time like perfect example, I will probably take in as much enjoyment if I joined in on Smite Friday that I'll have the same enjoyment, which my it's kind of a toss up between all the other games. Each host brings a different personality to the game, even though but I probably to stream definitely Theft Auto.
All right.
And also, before we go on to what Garfield said,
and my opinion of brunch. Hold on, I gotta solidify my statement here. All the foods that I can get at brunch, I can get at breakfast and I can get at lunch. There's no reason to make a third word. Gaff award goes to you, sir.
All right, so
point out what Azero said about the mobility in Apex Legends and how it's not in Titanfall, how you can run on walls and stuff.
They're not pilots.
Yeah, they're not pilots. Pilots have that ability due to jump jets and all that other type of shit.
Hey, Rob, are they jump jets or jump pack?
No, they say in the game they're jump. There's
no jetpacks on them. I understand. We're just busting your balls.
Poking the bear there.
But the thing is, I can guarantee you at some point they probably will have a new person come in that may be like a retired pilot, that their abilities will be pilot abilities from regular Titanfall. So they could run on walls, they could double jump, they can maybe call down not a full Titan, but like maybe like an exosuit type thing. You know what I mean?
So they picked a universe that is ripe with possibilities. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So just because something ain't there doesn't mean it can't be somehow, some way.
All right. So Garfield asked, and I guess he wasn't here for the last podcast, so we're done. We're done answering these questions. Who is the best looking game day host of all time, and why is it Garfield?
No. Hey, it's a different question at least. Who's the best looking?
Yeah, he's got a point.
I mean, all three of us are married, so I think we're in the front running.
Exactly. We got somebody to deal with our ass day in and day out. So
No, okay, no. I freely admit I'm an ugly fucking chud. Garfield has one thing that we, the married ones, do not have.
an Australian accent.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. Moving on.
Zero to Hero has a plethora of questions.
right.
Aside from
Hit me.
hosting you on Gamedays, each of you also has their own channel that you stream on. But there's one thing that's missing that's been stopping you from becoming E-famous. Lack of mascots. What/who would be your official mascot for your brand? I technically have one, but I don't really push him as much as I should. I don't push his ass for SummerSlam, but I should. That's my chair. My chat has lovingly named my chair Billy.
Billy.
Yeah.
Billy, yay!
Yeah. So much so that I thought of like getting like googly eyes and like a mouth.
Put him on
So
there,
like when
yeah.
instead of putting my but I've kind of retired just showing my cam when I go on break. I have like a sizzle reel of like my failures for Be Right Back. So Billy kind of goes off into the background there. I have a plushie slime from Dragon Quest that I had on my mic when I did Dragon Quest Heroes. But no real mascot. I mean, I just have stupid memes like golden horseshoes and syrup clubs and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, see, it's I'm in because for those of you who know what I use for my icon most of the time, which is the Elite Dangerous Space Buddy thing. I can't market that.
No.
For two reasons. The Elite Dangerous logo is copyrighted, and the Space Buddies, the way I have it set is property of Disney.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, so I've literally slapped two copyrighted things and just slapped them together. So like really I shouldn't even be able to make a t-shirt. So I'm actually Claire was supposed to be in her off time, in her spare time. She has very little of rebranding a Space Buddy thing, which I might actually have to go to elsewhere with an idea to have a new logo / mascot made.
Right.
Yeah, and well, you all know mine. It's my name. Whenever I can find or make a red robe wizard guy, I do.
I mean, look at you have like your GIF right now because you don't have a webcam. We have someone in a red robe petting a kitty.
Yeah, and that little red robe figure, that's a guy from a little game. It's a PC game called Magica. It's perfect, and I've used wizards from Final Fantasy and D&D and everything else. So yeah, that's my thing. And my current little thing that I use everywhere, it's like a little sprite thing. The initial design is from a little thing called Wizard of Legend. I just recolored, reshaded, and all that stuff to make it my own. Made it all red and gold.
20% different. It's legally distinct.
Exactly.
There you go. Although Eric doesn't have that problem because it's 100% not distinct because it's two logos merged together.
Yeah. It's 200% wrong put together.
Oh yeah. Two wrongs don't make a right, and 3 wrongs definitely don't make a left. So if I were trying to market that, someone would be suing my ass. Probably not Frontier Development, I'll tell you that much. Of the two, it'd probably be Disney going, oh, hell no. Mm-mm.
All right. Mini Makoto asks, favorite and least favorite gen of Pokemon. Favorite, probably the first two. I'll have to default and say least favorite anything after because I never played them. I've dipped my toes into Pokemon Pearl on the DS, but like I've really not played any Gen Pokemon beyond that.
Yeah, mine. I gotta say, like some of my favorite was like either it's a toss up between like Ruby and Sapphire and Gold and Silver, but like where I initially like I guess you could say lost the luster was around like Black and White. Those
Yeah, I would probably say Black and White too, because that one there, they forced you to get only that gen Pokemon until you beat the game. Then you could start getting from previous gens. Like that region you were in was just all exclusively that Pokemon.
yeah, because once they got to like Black and White, like like around Pearl and them, and like the DS ones, like I had a DS, and like I haven't even played the newer ones, like the Aloha ones or whatever you want to call them.
Sun and Moon and all
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, and the chat is quick to remind me. Yes, I did play Emerald, but it was on a Nuzlocke and it lasted 2 nights. So yeah, not in my favorites.
Yeah, but I'm really, really excited and hopeful, especially after seeing like the Switch like reimagining on the Switch games of the old like original Pokemon games, to see what they got to come out for the Switch. I'm actually excited for that, and we'll buy that probably day one if it's decent. That's me.
Yeah, I want to say for me it was favorite is Gen 1 all the way. Like really anything really after Mewtwo, I just kind of like why. So like, you know, Gen 1 was my favorite, and then like really it was I've never been a Pokemon like fan. Like I've never been a huge Pokemon. Never followed it.
I was never a Pokemon.
I was never a Pokemon. You can't prove it.
I was never a Pokemon either, but what are you gonna do?
Nothing like a trying. Mr. TL Wolf asks, favorite design of Monster Hunter monster.
Ooh.
Oh, I know this. He's not in the current game. Well, actually, hopefully, considering like where the big update is, hopefully he's in that. But there's the Monster Hunter monster that's like, I think he looks cute personally, but he's really mean. He looks like a big bear. All right, he slides around on his stomach and attacks you with these claws and everything else. He's awesome. He was in like Monster Hunter, I want to say 3. But yeah, I really like him. I can't think of the name of him because I was describing him hoping the name would come to me, but I can't remember the name of him, and I'm going to have to look it up because I'm going to go insane not knowing the name.
So I'm fairly new to the franchise, so
right. So
my knowledge is just whatever was in Monster Hunter World.
Right.
I really don't have one.
I mean, hold on. I'm going through the monsters.
Here we go. It is Arzuros. That's what he is.
So,
that's his name.
You know what? Xeno Givo.
Okay.
Is probably one of my of the monsters in that game are probably is probably one of the most beautifully designed monsters. You know, because I look at it and I'm like, it's not a monster, dragon. But it's the way they designed her was glorious.
All right. Zero the Hero's back again, says, what video game villain becomes the next president of insert game company here? I think Dr. Eggman takes over Sega and announces a new console.
Right? Cool.
Just to tank the company once and for all. Oh my god, I did it. I called him Eggman and not Robotnik. I'm an idiot. I'm one of those people that's just like, why would you change his name to Eggman? It's like, well, that's what it was in the original Japanese, but Robotnik is cooler. You don't get to change things if they make it less cool. Like putting feathers on dinosaurs, scientists. It's like, dinosaurs already has scientists. I don't care! Dinosaurs are supposed to be big lizard people! Not people. You know what I mean. Lizard
Or
animals.
What if
Lizard
Doc-
animals.
or,
Lizards are animals.
Or no, wait, better idea. What if M. Bison took over Capcom?
Of course.
Yes.
For me,
Ah!
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
See what I got. Like really, that's a good one, right?
All right.
Oh god, I gotta look at my games now just to see how to fucking follow this up. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll go on to the next one while I look at that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Zero Hero asks again, holy cannoli, Elon Musk actually hosted meme review. Don't know what that means. Who would you want to host a G1 game day, and what game would you like them to play? Which game would you do you think they would most likely play for their contractual game day?
Xavier Woods. See if we could get him to play GTA with us, like all of us, in a big playlist. That'd be cool.
And host it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got this one. I don't have the last one. I got this one. Give me Ice-T, Gears of War 4.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
He's a
Yes. Okay,
Fucked up part is every time on my stream when we play Gears of War 4, we joke about, hey, maybe
Oh.
we got to tag him in here, see if we can't get him to.
Got it. Maximilian, dude, Third Strike. Just have him play on our channel, host the room. I mean, we'd all get bodied, but
Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, we've had people in our community fight against Maximilian and do okay.
yeah.
I mean, Wordman being one of them. That's here.
I think there was a video that Screw Attack had for Advantage. It's free now because I think all their Advantage content they just unlocked it for everyone when they switched over to Rooster Teeth. But there was a video that there was a night when they're like, I think it was actually after a game day too. He decided he wanted to play Third Strike, so we all kind of migrated over to Max's stream. So did Nick and Chad, and they had some matches, and they actually did an Advantage one. It's just like, yeah, we stayed up late last night playing Third Strike with Max, and we got bodied.
Ooh.
Mr. TL Wolf.
Introduce Youngtown to the rodeo.
Yeah, we raided him the other night, and I actually stayed in his stream a little while. I mean, he was, he's pretty cool. He actually talked about us and everything else.
That's
Yeah, very inquisitive. Hey, how you guys doing? What'd you play? How'd it go? Details.
Good stuff. Good stuff. A Zero again. You get $1 million, but you're restricted from using toilets for 1 year.
Okay.
That's a no. That's a no for me.
Fuck it, I'm already wiping shit off my kid's ass. Why not mine?
I mean,
I don't need a toilet.
If it's okay, I can do that.
Right? I got a fucking
Yeah,
sink.
okay,
It's
but-
fine.
If I was back,
okay.
if I was back where I grew up, so I lived out in the mountains in a heavily
Yeah,
wooded
that's
area.
where I live. I live out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and that'd be fine by me.
Because I could just go and poop in the woods
exactly
and come back.
That's what I could do.
If it's just restricted from using toilets for a year, cool. I'll run. I'll poop outside. I'll come back in. I'll take the roll with me. But then it'll get kind of messy in the wintertime. Because you'll see a sea of white and then a couple spots of brown. But no, living where I am now, absolutely not. Won't do it. And because of my age, I enjoy sitting down and taking a poop.
It's funny. We get the more enjoyable that gets, right?
Yeah. So I don't think I'd do it.
I would. Heartbeat. Go out to Home Depot, get a fuck ton of like those like 10-gallon Fuck it.
Finally, Woody asks, "Can I be chopped?"
Yes.
You are
Sure, Woody.
you are a person of wood. You can be chopped.
You can be chopped. Go ahead, Woody. Go chop yourself.
Just remember, do it around one of us. That way we can count the rings when you're going.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see because sometimes there's attachments to the threads that we make that don't have the.
Yeah, there's one from Silent Hero.
Yep. Do you have any quote you like to recite at any time, whether it's funny or one you really like? Yes.
Yes.
And the wife hates it because it's the Aurora Borealis quote from The Simpsons. And I was doing this before steam cans was a meme.
Nice. The one that I use is actually from the movie Hook, where they're where Robin Williams is on the skateboard, for the first time, where all the Lost Boys are like chasing him around. And he's just like, "Oh my, a wall."
I don't remember that. I have the movie on Blu-ray. I gotta pop that in sometime.
And it's literally the scene after the Lost Boy, Rufio shows up and the Lost Boys are chasing him around, the tree, chasing him around the compound. But he gets, oh my, a wall.
What about you, Rope?
What it is, Ed. But then again, I say a lot of weird.
Oh God.
Minnie Makoto. She says, "I'll go. Can y'all motherfuckers go one?"
Without talking about poop.
No.
No, we cannot. Wordman says, "This looks like a good spot to find some ingredients." Note CA every word. It's like, but isn't Donald Duck not supposed to be able to be understood? And don't kids have subtitles? Kids won't understand you. It's like, oh God.
Then just make Goofy say it. God.
Yeah, there you go. Well, she does. They all say it. This looks like a good spot to find some ingredients. They all say it. All right. Well, that's it for questions. Thank you, everyone, for submitting them. So now time to tell you guys what's coming up this week on the Game Days. So Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, it is WWE 2K19 on the Xbox One, hosted by Jimbo Socks. It was supposed to be hosted by Shiro, but he got called into work, so Jimbo's going to step in and take over. Wednesday, of course, it's the last Wednesday in the month, so you know what time it is for GTA 5 on the Xbox One.
Yay! Wait, what? Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, it's
you.
gonna interrupt your little game show.
Right,
you got
right. I'm warning y'all right now. I'm going to be distracted as fuck. You'll be distracted as fuck because it's the 2-hour season finale of The Masked Singer, and
oh my God, 2 hours! Like literally
yeah.
over half of the game day, you're gonna be distracted.
You'll be like, huh? What? Oh, did I crash? Oh, what?
No, not really. It's just gonna be like, oh, hey, they're unmasking him. Hold on. I mean, what do you expect? Okay, here's what you got. For if no one has watched this, spoiler alert, here's who we've unmasked this season. So Harry Bradshaw.
Oh my gosh.
Terry Bradshaw.
Okay.
Who would have thought that this motherfucker could sing? He actually could sing pretty well. Tori Spelling. Ricky Lake.
Can we get Vince McMahon just so he can go, "It's me, Austin! It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin!"
Right? So, I mean, now there have been, some other, no kidding, they sang and you immediately, Joey Fatone from the NSYNC or Backass Boys. Can't remember. I think he's in.
Yeah.
But, as soon as he started singing, it was like, oh, it's Joey Fatone. I'm like, oh, okay. So I want to see who the fuck the last three are.
All right, so get ready for GTA 5 on the Xbox One with a very distracted Short Bus Eric on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, hosted by Debaser. And have we confirmed yet?
I don't know if Woody has or not, but quite possibly we might have a game day collaboration with Game Attack on Friday.
Yeah.
It all depends on, we need confirmation, but the possibility is there. Either way, we're doing Mario Kart. We just might be doing Mario Kart with like Craig and Grayson.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So that's why. Well, I mean, that's the basis normal time anyways, 10 p.m. But that's also when Game Attack goes live
Exactly.
on their channel there. So that should be good. Saturday, Super Bomberman R on the Xbox One with Tom the Iron Man. Super Bomberman R is free if you have Xbox Live Gold. With Games with Gold. And hey, you can be a Bomberman that looks like Xavier Woods from the New Day, or a Master Chief.
Or Master Chief, that's right.
And then rounding off the week Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, this Fat Man will be hosting CSGO on PC. I believe that is now free to play.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you have a PC, it's strong enough to run it, and I mean, it's a 10-year-old game at this point, so it should run on most PCs.
Mm-hmm.
Hit them up on that, and then we do this whole thing over again starting next week. Here's the thing too. Here's the thing too. Next week is going to be, we're going to be live every goddamn day, because on Thursdays, starting next week, I'm starting up My Bad Video Game. I'm going to start up Ride to Hell Retribution on Thursday. So there's going to be content on this channel every goddamn day at 9 p.m. Eastern.
You will join us and you will like it.
Yeah, we are going to start honoring our extra life goals. I put the vote out to say, what do we want to do first? Bad game, The Room, the movie, the game, Minecraft, Monopoly, or other. And everyone voted for bad game. So
Bad games.
I'm taking the brunt of it right away. And come watch a game that was slapped together with missing sound files and people having sex with no facial expressions and fully clothed. That should be fun.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to an inside view of my life. I mean, what?
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much for participating and watching and listening.
I have an answer to the question. It is cross-play.
Oh.
Awesome. That's cool.
So I guess the way it works kind of like Fortnite, where, if you're playing with just other Xbox players, here it is. They now require you to make a high-res account. High-res is the developer.
Yeah.
So it requires you to link a high-res account.
That could be cool, because then that means possibility of Paladins and Realm Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are all owned by Hi-Rez as well.
So, so that looks to be how that's so.
Everyone in the chat's got it right. Hey, it's just like old school Screw Attack. Something original every fucking day. Mr. Teal will start next week. We don't take breaks. Nope. Not until I finish Ride to Hell. Then I'll either pass the baton off to someone else or we'll figure it out. But that's going to do it for us. If you haven't noticed, we've got these little things flipping back and forth with our socials and where we stream on. So if you haven't already, give us a follow. Greatly appreciated. Do you guys want to pimp out your stuff? What are you guys doing this week on your own individual channel?
On the individual channel. So tomorrow we're going to be doing I don't know. Elite Dangerous has kind of gotten a little stale for the moment. Plus I'm really, really enjoying Anthem, so we'll see what happens with that. But all my start times are 12:30 noon Eastern Standard Time, so over there on the Mixer. So we'll see what's going on, and then there'll be a poll up a little bit later on this week to determine shooting stuff's happening. So,
all right. And Red Rope, of course, you've got your G1 Wrestling Universe.
Yep, we get to see what's going to be happening in the coming weeks and months leading to the end of WWE 2K19 or 18, leading into 19. You got the aftermath of the G1 Royal Rumble because we have the winner, all the people who got eliminated, and all the titles that change hands or were retained by people. Got to figure out whether or not we want to do a small time jump or not. I mean, again, it'll be like a week or 2 weeks, which I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to who all comes and joins the stream and see what they want to do, because that'll just lead to like earlier pay-per-views and all that other type of stuff, and an earlier start to 2K19, which at this point I'm sure a lot of people would love to see, because we are now up, with the help of other creators, we are now up to 80 people.
Jeez, I gotta get my wife built then. I gotta get her in there before all the spots are taken.
Exactly. 80 people. Now, some people that are like, like not actual like G1s, as in the, I like to call them fillers, like the various E-celebs or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty that can be erased to make room. But still, the fact that we have 80 people out of 100.
Right. Yeah, I got to get mine uploaded for you. I'm also getting ready to do Miss Mindy.
I already made Miss Mindy.
Well, fuck that then.
Yeah, so you ain't gotta.
All right then.
So that's what's coming. That's what you're gonna see from me, and anything else I can possibly get my hands into on the internet somewhere with somebody.
All right. And for me, I've got, immediately following this, we're going to play some Apex Legends, and I'm going to start up WWE 2K19 story modes and Daniel Bryan showcase mode. Pre-hemp title. So, well, the rise, the fall, and the rise of Daniel Bryan. So expect that on my channel there. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you back here next week for another podcast. Good night.